Hey, Kerry Grinkmeyer here, real estate agent, Birmingham, Alabama. Had something happen today that I wanted to share with you because I think it's really going to change my business. I was just finished showing this house and I was acting as the buyer's agent. But I happen to be also the seller's agent for the house. This has happened to me twice in the last 30 days, and I'm wanting to figure out why it's happening. And what I've discovered is I have created an awareness in the community that is beyond my reach, and people are reacting to it. I'm going to tell you in this video how you might be able to duplicate what I'm doing, and I'm going to share with you some tricks and tools that made this happen. So let's take a look at it, and let's see if we can bring it to some understanding.
Best of U.S. Are you looking? Best of U.S.
Okay, let's start with how did I get the listing. Basically, it started with LinkedIn. I connected with the owner, we'll call him JD, and he decided he wanted to sell his house. He knew 4 real estate agents very well here in the community, and he reached out to them and he interviewed them, and he was telling his financial advisor that he had become aware of me, and his financial advisor said, yeah, I've seen some of his stuff on YouTube, and I get emails from him. You ought to interview him. So I went out and interviewed him. And what I did was I was the only agent that showed up with a plan. Now my plan is entitled, and I have a title for it, My Formula for Selling Luxury Homes in 2019. And I went through the plan of how I would expose his house to his target market, how I would figure out who that target market was, and then how I would market it over social media. And that would include Facebook, LinkedIn, some Instagram, and then as well my email campaigns. And he said, you're the only guy who has a plan. So that's how I got the listing. It was through awareness. I have no prior history with this gentleman whatsoever. So then how did I get the buyer? The buyer called me last Thursday. Called me up and says, hey, I'm sitting looking here at Zillow and I see a house in Alabaster on a lake that we might be interested in. And I said, well, is your current house up on the market? He said, yeah, we put it on the market. It just went on the market Monday. We've already had 10 showings, and we got another one scheduled for Sunday. I think it's going to sell fast, and we need to decide what we're going to do. And I said, well, are you going to bring your agent with you? And he said, no. He says he works up here in the city. He has no familiarity with anything in Alabaster. We're going to work with you. And I went ahead and said, have you spoken to him about that? No, but I will if it's in fact something that we want to look at. And then I asked him, I said, well, how did you come to know me? He says, I don't know. I'm looking at your picture on Zillow and you look familiar to me. I don't know where I've seen you, but you look familiar to me. Awareness. Because I have penetrated the market with video, with emails, he was aware of me, either my face or my name. So I said to him, have you been to my website? No, I haven't been to your website. Well, go to the website and go to my featured listing. My website is www.bestofushomes.com, and go to the featured listing on Carriage Lane. And I'd suggest you do that too, because the story is going to get interesting now. As I tell him to go to it, he's asking me some questions, and I'm telling him about the house, and he's about a minute into the video, and he says, oh my gosh. He said, what is that? He said, I've never seen anything like that. Now, I'm not going to tell you what he saw, but I'm going to ask you to go and look at the video and see why it captured his attention. As we dug into it deeper and I took him through the house, I showed him the lake, he says, I've got to show my wife this, and we've got to get out there this weekend. This is exactly what we've been looking for. So he showed up, came today. If it's involved in changing school systems, if that works out for them, I'm going to be on both sides of this deal. Now, that's sweet. You know it's sweet. I know it's sweet. And it's going to be a good deal. And it's all built around social media awareness. that he knew me, the seller knew me, and not that they knew me, they were aware of me. I had built awareness. And so what I want to do is teach you how I did this. The first thing that I do is every month I send a snail mail. And one of the things that I send to my potential listings is my puzzled are you puzzled why your house isn't selling? The second thing I send to them is what I mentioned earlier, my formula for selling luxury homes. What I want to do is give you access to those. So what I need you to do is to, first of all, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and then touch the bell down there so that you get notified every Tuesday when I come up with a new video. My real goal is to bring you along with me as we both build our $1 million real estate businesses. What I'm also going to do is when you go to that website that I want you to go to, you're going to go to a landing page and you're going to register to get that first letter from me, a copy of the first letter that I use, my puzzled letter. When you sign up for that, you're going to be entered into my drip campaign. And every 2 weeks, you will get a new letter or a new script or a new learning that I have had that is helping me grow my business. Right now, I have over $10 million in listings, and I'm on pace to do somewhere around $15 million this year. And this is my third year in the business. So I'm growing it, and I'm growing it through social media. Now, the other thing that's going to have to happen is you've got to know me. You've got to understand why I'm doing this, and you've got to understand social media. I wrote a book. All about real estate and social media. So at that same landing page, you're going to see another opportunity to buy my book. Buy the book, and then I will continue to drip on you more tools that you can use to build your business. So we're going to grow together. What I really want to do is grow a tribe of people who are using social media to build their real estate business. Now, in order to build that tribe, and how big is my tribe? I want 50,000 people. I want 50,000 agents that are protected from Zillow, protected from the low discounters, who are using technology to drive their business. So in order to do that, I need you to share me with 10 other agents. Now, I recognize you might say, I don't want to share what you're doing, Kerry, with 10 other agents in my office. I don't want to give them, I don't want to compete with them at the same thing I'm doing. I understand that. But you know 10 agents who work in a different market, who work in a different niche, who work in a different price category, who can benefit from this. The essence of this is we are all stronger if we're together. If we're working as individuals, we have no power. We have no ability to share knowledge, share experience, and say, hey, this is something I tried, this is something that worked, and I want to be the center of that. So, first of all, subscribe. Second, hit the bell. Third, go to the website and sign up for my drip campaign so I can send you the tools that I use. And then fourth, buy the book. And fifth, share with 10 people. Okay, now what I want to do is you're going to see here a link to the video on the Carriage Lane house that I'm talking to you about, so you can see what he saw in the first minute of the video. And then I'm also going to show you a video of another house that I've marketed, so you can get a feel of how I'm doing these videos. Video is the key to the future of your business. So that's what I got to say this week. Work with me, stay with me, and we'll grow together.